Are there surprising fantasy football YAC leaders? Have you ever wondered which players in fantasy football are racking up yards after catch? This advanced metric is key to understanding how players can create extra value after making a catch. Yards after catch, often abbreviated as YAC, is crucial for fantasy scoring because it shows a player's ability to gain additional yardage beyond just receiving the ball. Surprisingly, the leaders in YAC are not always the big-name stars we expect. For instance, running backs like Tony Pollard and Chuba Hubbard have shown impressive YAC statistics. Pollard has produced running back one-level fantasy numbers in certain games, even when his team has struggled overall. This shows that he can still be a strong fantasy asset. Chuba Hubbard is another interesting case. He led the league in YAC-related fantasy points during wins, showcasing his knack for maximizing yardage after the catch in favorable situations. This indicates that players who excel in YAC can be valuable even if their overall team performance is not elite. When we look at wide receivers, we often think of high-volume players. However, some less heralded receivers can surprise fantasy managers with their YAC abilities. For example, players like Keon Coleman may not be the most targeted, but they excel at turning short catches into significant yardage. This can be especially beneficial in points per reception leagues, where YAC boosts scoring potential. Focusing on YAC leaders can help identify players who might outperform their draft position. These players add value by turning short catches into big plays, which is particularly useful in leagues that reward yards gained after the catch. In summary, surprising fantasy football YAC leaders often include efficient running backs and receivers who may not be the most targeted but excel at gaining yards after the catch. Paying attention to YAC metrics can help uncover hidden gems and improve your draft strategy by targeting players with high YAC potential. So, keep an eye on those YAC numbers, as they can make a big difference in your fantasy football success.